Hello, Tom from Every Step Calculus, everystepphysics.com. Talking to you from San Diego here. A little late in the evening, but I'm going to make this video anyways. This is the chapter on conic shapes, called conics really, plural. And we're going to do in this, you can see in this example here, it's going to hyperbola and change it to standard form given this equation here. So let's see how my programs work on this. Index 8 to get to my menu. I'm already at conics here. Choose that. I like to choose the numbers before this. Here's hyperbola. It's got ellipse, circle, parabolas. Whatever the test says, you can click on these and it'll give you the various things. Focus and vertex and all the things that they come up with here. More stuff has nothing to do with calculus. There's no derivatives or integrals in here, but probably could be on a test in calculus too, so you better get my program so you can pass this test, huh? So we're going to press number 4 here, and we're going to do the problem. I can give you the definition if you want to know about that. I don't think so. Number 2, and we're given an equation here. This is an equation, quadratic equation here. So choose that, and I give you examples. Sometimes they give you this as the form of the hyperbola. They give you that, and then they want you to find the vertex and the focus and asymptotes, things like that. But we're given the number 2, the equation here. We're going to choose that one, and we're going to complete the square on all these things. All of calculus is really Pythagorean theorem and difference of squares and deep algebra stuff, Enter the equation here. You're going to press alpha first to enter the equation. I've already entered it here, so I'm just going to press, but you'd put in 9x squared minus 36 times x. Press the times before these. 9 times, not just put in 9x squared, but put in times, etc. 6 times y, and minus 8 equals 0. Okay, so you're going to enter all that just like here. Got done here. And we're going to, I always give you a chance to change in case you made a mistake, but that looks pretty good. So we're going to press number 1 here. And the first thing you do is group these together like I've done here. Sometimes they give you them all mixed up, so you got to get the x's in the same area and the y's in the same area. And we did that here. And now what happens, you need to, if there's a 9 times x squared, you got to factor out the 9. Here's 9 x squared plus, and we got 36. Well, 9 into 36 is 4, so we got a minus 4 times x here, okay? There's nothing in front of the y squared except a 1, so we're not going to factor anything out of there, change it or anything, okay? And we change the minus 18 to the right side of the equation, changing the sign, of course. So here it is here, right? We're going to complete the squares. Complete the squares takes the middle problem and divide it in half and put that here as a square. Here's a minus 6, so we're going to take that in half, minus 3, and put it in here for a square. But now we have to do the same thing on both sides of the equation for algebra, so we've got plus 18 plus 9 times 4, which is minus 2 times minus 2 is 4, and minus 3 times squared is, or minus 3 squared is 9. We added that, turns out to be 63. Now we factor to get the closer to the standard form of the equation, so it's 9 times x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 63. Divide both sides by 63 to get a minus 1 on the right side here. And we do that. Now here's, and then we do the calculations for that. Turns out to be x minus 2 squared over square root of 7 squared, y plus minus 3 squared equals 1, and that's over 3 times square root of 7 squared. Now, I say that this is the only way you should present the standard form, because you're using these here to make that square box, you know, up and plus and minus square root of 7 up and down to make the square box, so you can get the asymptotes with the diagonals across the corners. But then I give you the other situation too. Like, here's what a lot of professors give you, which is not correct. It's the square root of 7, square root of 63 here. This doesn't help you anything into making the box, okay? So anyways, either way, I give you the step-by-step solution. You got an A on this problem, you go to the next problem in your test and pass calculus. It's as simple as that. Extremely valuable programs here. I'm the only one that does it. There's plenty of professors give you how to do this on the YouTube and everything else, but you can't take that into a test or your class and solve this on a TI-89 titanium calculator. So if you go to the Khan organization or Wolfram Mass or Patrick JMT or Paul's or whatever, you can find out how to do these things, but then you have to learn how to do them, and believe me, it takes you a week to learn this stuff like I have to be able to program it. This equation here, notice you got 1, 2, 3, 4 minus signs. Okay, do you know there's 14 different combinations that I can put on here that I have to deal with, and each one has a different answer? So when I program, I have to assume that you're going to put in here and put a plus here, or put a minus here, or a plus, or whatever, change the minus signs or plus, and I have to foresee that when I program. So it takes me hours to figure that crap out. And so anyways, go to my site, and you know, maybe you want to subscribe here. You can subscribe right now on the corner of this video, and that always helps me. Not that you want to help me, but I mean, you can go to my site now and buy these programs. You know, $40, whatever it is, $39, whatever it is, and it'd be the best thing you've ever done for yourself, including physics. Don't forget about physics, and you'll pass physics or calculus, okay, and get out of there. Remember, they're cheating you by making you take calculus, because calculus is the most worthless math system in the world. Professors say, oh, it solves problems in medical industry and the astronomy industry, and that's baloney. It deals with functions, which is here. Now, how deep can you get in these functions here, right? You can put 105 here. You can put something before the y squared, but calculus deals with the exponents. You have to have exponents, or calculus can't do anything, okay? So anyways, go to my site, buy my programs, and pass calculus. Hey, have a good one. Plus, you know, when you call me after you buy my program, if you call me up, I'll help you with calculus and show you how to do all this stuff and help you with your problems. You can send me the tests, pre-tests. I'll show you how to do my programs with that, how they work on the test, so you get used to using my programs. And remember, you'll keep this for the rest of your lives with the titanium. You're able to do calculus, and believe me, if you're young, you're going to get married someday or have a partner, whatever you do. You're going to have kids that are going to take calculus. Your partners or spouses will take calculus and business calculus and all that worthless stuff, but they still got to pass it. And man, this certainly comes in handy, okay? This is the Google translator of calculus right here, all in this calculator. Thousands of programs calculated step by step. Hey, have a good one. Good luck in your classes, okay?